Hey people, it's your favorite YouTuber, King Awesome here. Okay, that might have been a little bit overboard, but today we have the balance changes. I know. I did say that I will be uploading the gameplay for the Skeleton Dragon, and I also thought of uploading the new arena, the new tower skin, the new emotes, and all of that good stuff. But sadly, I ran out of time. So yeah, totally my bad. I was just too busy, I guess, and I couldn't do it. And then today, earlier during the day, Supercell announced all of that, so it doesn't make sense if I do it now. So yeah, I'm just gonna skip all the way over to the balance changes with Supercell announced today in their video. Anyways, before we get balance changes, this one small sort of announcement I guess I would like to make. Yeah, so the fact is that now if you are living in India, you can now directly support me by like go check out the description. You'll understand what I'm talking about. Every small contribution will have a huge effect. I will really appreciate that. So anyways, with all of that out of the way, let's jump straight into the balance changes. Okay, so there are a total of 20 cards that are getting a reworked, even though 16 of them come under the same one. We have the Prince, the Royal Delivery, the Bomb Tower, the Earthquake prominently, and then we have every other card that spawns two troops at a time as well. Now let's have an in-depth view of them one by one. Prince, hit points plus 3%. So unlike the Dragon season where they nerfed the baby dragon, for the Prince season, they're actually going to give the guy a slight buff. As of now, he's only seen in a few giant decks and a few bait decks, and also suffers a below average use and win rate. This slight buff only adds about 50 hit points to him at tournament standard, so he's not going to be that much stronger. But hey, it's better than nothing, and at least it's not gonna be a card that becomes super overpowered. Royal Delivery, damage minus 10%. Now, the Royal Delivery is a card that has taken the meta by storm, doing a large amount of damage for just 3 elixir. This card got a bit too much value. Therefore, a 10% reduction will mean that the Royal Delivery is noticeably weaker, requiring more shots to take out certain troops. Overall, I think this is a really good change. The card was just honestly a bit busted and will definitely not be as versatile on defense. That being said, I'm sure it's still quite going to be used as it still does quite a bit of damage, knocks troops back, and also spawns a royal recruit. Bomb tower. Lifetime reduced from 35 seconds to 25 seconds. The bomb tower is by far the most used building in the entire game, and as a whole, is the third most used card as well. Therefore, I guess a nerf was certain to come for this tower, as its splash damage, tankage, and death bomb makes it such a versatile card to play. Therefore, by reducing its lifetimes quite significantly, this card will be much less oppressive on the arena, being able to be taken out a bit easier, thus offering a little bit less defensive value. To be honest, I literally hate this nerf. Bomb Tower was a backbone of all of my defense. It's like Supercell hates buildings. They have nerfed Inferno Tower, they have nerfed Goblin Cage. I mean, just look at it. Oh my god! Supercell! No! Earthquake, 50% move speed reduction, removed attack speed reduction. Now, this change might sound a little bit confusing, but the Earthquake, oh man, this card is really annoying to face, slowing down all of my defensive units, disintegrating all of my buildings, and allowing all the opponent's troops to reach my towers. On top of all of that, it literally deals more tower damage than the fireball, meaning the cycle players could just straight up cycle you out. However, they're only giving the earthquake a small nerf this time, although it does actually make a bit of difference. What they're changing is that they're making it so that the troops in earthquake will not slow their attack speed. so a knight would be able to hit just as fast as it normally would. However, what they are changing is that they're making it so that the troops move a bit slower. Think of this kind of like the ram rider's snare, which slows units without actually hindering their attacks. This means that a well placed troop will be able to take out pushes just as effectively as it would if there was no earthquake. But when you place something like in the wrong tile, then the earthquake is going to slow the troop down, meaning that it won't be as effective on defense. Perfect time placement is key. Standardization: 0.1 second staggered deploy for all swarm troops. Now, as for all swarm troops, I'm talking about every troop that consists of two or more units, excluding the skeletons and the skarmy. This means that some troops such as Minion Horde and the Goblin Gang are getting a deploy time reduction, while other troops such as the Archers and the Wall Breakers are getting a new delay. Alright, so those are the cards that are getting a rework in June. Of course, be sure to let me know your thoughts on them in the comment section down below. Now, let's take a look at how I believe this upcoming meta will be changed once the reworks go live. First things first, I think the Bomb Tower and Earthquake will both still be used in the meta. Bomb Tower is pretty much played actively, so I believe the lifetime reduction won't make it less effective in the department, hopefully. The earthquake still does an absurd amount of damage, tower damage, and since it slows units a bit more now, it will still be quite effective at slowing our defense and allowing your push to break through. Royal Delivery also see a bit of decrease in use rate. It does just a bit more damage than arrows now, so it will definitely be going to be used last, but it still does more damage and can still knock troops backwards, and it still sponsor Royal Recruit, so it's definitely viable and valuable card. That being said, this player here has somehow managed to reach number 4 in the world with a level 11 Royal Delivery. So you know that this is 100% still going to be viable card after the damage nerf. Now, as for the archetypes, I do not expect to see much change there. Royal Hog decks will still be functional, Hog Earthquake decks will still be functional, and this deck will still exist to counter Exbo. The only archetype that I think will be affected will be the Miner, especially those decks like mine that rely on the Bomb Tower for defense, as the reduced lifetime does make a huge difference when it comes to getting as much value as possible out of the Bomb Tower. And unfortunately guys, that is all that I have time for in today's video. I really hope that you find this informative, and if you do, make sure that you like this video. And according to me, this was the best video from my channel by far. I mean, like, come on, this has to be the most awesome one. But yet there will be more awesome videos like this coming soon, so stay tuned for that, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.